All right, welcome to Spry Thoughts. And I want to talk to you about something that is so important, and that is quitting, when to quit. Because when you pursue what you should in life, it's going to be hard and you shouldn't quit. And in order to do what you need to do in life, you have to quit the things that don't matter that much. We can't do everything we want to in life. I can't pursue 50 different careers and 50 different passions. I need to find the few things that God has designed me for and not quit on those things. A great book that really helped me was The Dip by Seth Godin. I highly recommend that book, and just really listening to him, his YouTube videos, and his other books. I prefer audiobooks because it's just easier as I drive. But let me talk to you about the areas of my life that I believe I'm not supposed to quit in. So first, I'll mention my business. So I have an outdoor lighting and landscaping business, and I've been doing that for a little over 2 years now. And what I've experienced that's been difficult is in big jobs. So I had to learn things I didn't know before. I grew up in landscaping at a garden center and then two landscape companies. I worked for. I'm 34 now, and I've been working. I think I started when I was 15 at a garden center. So I knew a lot about landscaping, installing shrubs and things like that. But man, to get more work, to get enough work to pay the bills, I had to learn things very quickly, like building patios, retaining walls, and fences. And then so I was bidding all these jobs, and I was trying to learn very quickly how to get them done. But what I kept running into was these big jobs. I would underbid some stuff, and man, I would get it. And then so I'm spending weeks on a job, and man, just breaking even. There was one, it was a huge job, and I had to level the backyard. And it took, I want to say, three times, a little over three times as much soil as I estimated to level this backyard, because I just didn't realize how much soil packed down. So I broke even on that job. And then there were other jobs that just took longer than expected. So what happened is I went into debt with these jobs. I would borrow the money for all the material. And then when the job was done and it took longer than expected, I was like, well, I'll just pay back the minimum payment instead of the full amount. And so, man, and I didn't tell my wife. I should have told my wife, because she is so good about not staying in debt, and that would have really helped me out. So the question was, when I've racked up some debt, do I quit this or not? And I think what helps us not quit is when you experience a little bit of success. Or for me, man, it was a lot of success on all the small jobs I did. They were highly profitable. When I was doing it on the side and I had a full-time job, like I said in the last video, I was making more money part-time than full-time, but they were smaller jobs and I priced them right. So what I had to do instead of quitting is I adjusted. And so now I'm just pursuing smaller jobs. That way, if you underbid a small job, it's not that bad. You can make it up with the next one. If that's a couple days maybe lost work that you maybe worked for free, or you work for minimum wage or less than that. But that's working now, and I'm not really underbidding anything now. I'm being very careful, and because I've been doing this for 2 years now, I really get to stop learning big things. So in other words, I'm sticking with what I've already done. I'm not pursuing jobs, and I'm staying away from leveling backyards because, that's just really tough. And it's really easy to underestimate that, and I really don't enjoy it. So that's an example of something that I experienced failure, which you're going to pretty much experience failure no matter what you pursue. It should have been a lot less if I would have gotten help earlier, talked to my wife, not tried to handle it all on my own. But that's an area that, man, I knew that I was good at this. I knew I could do it. And so I wasn't going to quit because I did some things wrong, right? The whole principle, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. You wash a baby, the bathwater's dirty, just get rid of the bathwater, not the baby. The baby's pretty cute. Same with the business. Even though I failed on part of it and I made some bad decisions, I'm not throwing out the whole thing. And so you need to analyze your life. What are you pursuing? Have you experienced some good success in it? Like I did? Well, then don't quit. If you haven't experienced any, or if this is like, man, we haven't, if you've been doing something for a while and nothing's happening, you're not getting any validation, you need to consider quitting that, pursuing something that you can do well and can create income or influence whatever you're trying to do, whether it be ministry or income or both. The next is I'm working on turning the whole Bible into or doing a video commentary on the whole Bible. That's a lot of work. And I've made over 215 videos, but man, the Bible is massive, and I assume it'll be maybe close to 7,000 videos or in the 5,000. I'm not quite sure because I don't know until I get to a chapter how many videos it takes to cover it. But my goal is to finish by 2047. It's 2018 now, so in 29 years. Man, that's something that I believe with all my heart is effective. Yeah, and I've had people say that it helped them, but not many, and I don't get many views, and I don't care because I've got the foresight to see that people, well, for me, whenever I want to see what someone says on a certain passage, usually after you listen to a whole sermon or an hour-long commentary video, I wanted to make short videos for people to be able to see and hear someone process the Bible and what they learned. And I believe it's going to be more effective when it's all done. Imagine when someone can say, well, man, Jeremy has done a video on every verse of the Bible, and we can quickly find out what he says on this particular verse in a 5-minute video. I think it'll be very effective when it's done. So that's another way that you're not quitting is, yeah, I've experienced, a little bit of success and people saying that they liked it. Man, number one, it's helped me. Holy cow, have I been inspired and just sanctified through slowly going through God's Word, processing it, meditating on it, studying it. So I see the benefits in that. I see the benefits in the long term. Even if I only got 10 views on every video until it was done, that would still be a success to me. And the other thing is I'm trying to work on a written Bible commentary so people can find that. I'll have a free website offering that. And also I'm writing small group books. I haven't sold many books, but I believe, and I've heard enough people say good things about my writing that I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep writing until, well, I'm just going to keep writing because I'm supposed to, whether I get a best-selling book or not, but I'm not going to quit. So you need to analyze your life. Are you pursuing what you should be pursuing? Are you being stubborn about some things that maybe you should quit because you're really not getting that much? You haven't tasted success in it. You're just being kind of stubborn. You need to really pray. Maybe not quit right now. Maybe see and analyze it a little bit more. Pray and ask God to show you what you should be pursuing because life is short. You only get one pass, one time, one lifetime to be as effective as you can. So make sure you quit what you're supposed to quit and you stay stubborn and you don't quit. You stay persistent on the things that you know God has called you to do.